hey, a lot of action going on. They're running to the library. Maybe it's to a job interview. Maybe it's to hear about investing. No, not in Germantown. It's 2022. And the Dusties are in full force, boo. Check it out for use. This is what they do.
People are recovering from a chaotic gun battle that erupted on the streets of Germantown just last night. That includes a woman who is critically injured in that set of 6 people. Newly released surveillance video shows the lawlessness, the shootout, where more than 80 shots were fired. Action News reporter Katie Cattrall working this story for us tonight, live at police headquarters with the details. Unfortunately, Katie, gun violence has been a story that we have dealt with all year.
It has, Shari, and as you mentioned, gun violence has gripped this city this year. That latest shooting in Germantown, police say around 87 shots were fired. Both community members and leaders say they do not want this trend to continue into the new year.
The gun violence needs to stop, though. It really does, because it's about to be a new year.
Surveillance video captures a hail of bullets flying through a Germantown neighborhood just before 11:30 last night. Police say around 87 shots were fired, sending 6 people to the hospital, including a 21-year-old woman shot several times in the chest and torso, leaving her in critical condition. 5 men ranging from 19 to 29 years old in stable condition. The gunfire was exchanged at the corner of Germantown Avenue and Column Street. Police say a group of people were standing at the corner when this white van pulled up and 6 people got out, shooting at the group on the corner. Several members of the group returned fire.
Wow.
The initial shooters got back in the van, which was last seen traveling westbound on Germantown Avenue, with a rack on the roof and distinctive graffiti on the passenger side. Today, members from Germantown Mosque stood in solidarity, fed up with the gun violence in their neighborhood.
No doubt, it's alarming, and it appears to be more like a war zone.
It's been a violent year with a record number of homicides. City Council President Daryl Clark tells Action News everyone has a role to play in ending the bloodshed.
Stop pointing fingers. The district attorney, the police commissioner, the court system need to get their act together, right? They know what the scope of the problem is. Let's figure it out.
And police say in that Germantown shooting, the gunmen were last seen all wearing dark-colored clothing. No arrests have been made in this time.
So, listening to what the police officer said, I mean, think about it. What if you're out? The city councilman. Heaven forbid somebody's out walking their dog and all this going on. And the song said, bullets fly, mothers crying. So this here is obviously that it's out of control. These are adults. So yeah, but we want to defund the police. If we defund the police, what are we going to do about the shootings in the streets? Take an appointment, let them come. They'll be so it'll be so sparse, hard to get someone out there. They might come next week, and that in the meantime, crime will continue to grow. Basically, they're giving the criminals a chance. They're playing catch them if you can. They're giving them a chance, but we want to defund the police. I hate to tell you this. These Dusties, I don't care what color of skin that they are in. I hate to tell you this. This is why you can't. This on the screen. This is why you cannot defund the police. You will have this. What if that's you coming in late at night? You get hit by a straight bullet. You can't defund the police because of men like this. You can't. And you can tell it's the hood. Trash everywhere. Trash everywhere. Has anybody heard of a trash can? This to me, I'm not familiar with the area. The trash everywhere I just think automatically Blackistan. That's how that goes down. So it's 2022. This is what the Dusties will do. Check this out, fair use, and a shout out to Don Ward, Greenback and Jay. 2022, this is what the Dusties do.
2021 with a record number of homicides. Philadelphia is starting off 2022 with more than a dozen gun violence victims, 2 of which have died. Eyewitness News reporter Jasmine Payuch joins us live from police headquarters. Jasmine. Alicia, as fireworks rang out last night, so did gunshots. Police confirming at least 14 people were shot, 2 were killed, one of them only 16 years old. Philadelphia's first homicide of 2022 happened around 1 o'clock this morning. Police say a 33-year-old man was at a party in the city's Feltonville neighborhood when he was shot multiple times and pronounced dead on the scene. 2 other women were also injured but are expected to recover. About 20 minutes later, police responded to the 1600 block of Cecil B. Moore near Temple University's campus, where they found 5 people shot. One of the victims, a 16-year-old boy, was shot in the back of the head and pronounced dead at Temple University Hospital.
What I can tell you is that the group was part of a larger group who were assembled here in this area for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day festivities when they were shot. We do not have a lot of information on the shooter. However, I can tell you that there are numerous surveillance cameras in this area. Our homicide detectives will be combing through that video to see what else we can glean with respect to what occurred here this evening.
Police have not identified any of these victims, but Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw released the end-of-the-year statement saying the department is committed to improving public safety in Philadelphia. We'll have more on specific plans tonight at 11.
So at this point, when you have adults like this here and teenagers, it's a little late to parent. It's a little late to parent. I hate to say at that point, because if the parents can't get, first of all, the parents have to give a darn. These kids grow up, they're going to do what they want to do. So if the parents can't control them, this on the screen, that's the only one who can. Hate to tell you. If the parents can't control the seeds of poverty, the seeds of ignorance, the seeds of entitlement, the seeds of Dusty Dan and Hood Lil Man, Dustino, if the parents can't control them, it's out of their hands. They can't handle it. Their personality, they love violence, to engage in violent acts. Then your only other option is going to be this man on the screen, the ones in the uniform. Your only other option is going to be the district attorney's office, the DA's office. Your only other option is going to be the prison cell. That's it. That's going to be your only option. It gets to a point you can't sit down and have a conversation. And so you have to lock them up like the animals that they are. If you notice, these politicians, they're not saying, oh, the parenting, very few. It's like, oh, they're saying the DA's office and the police, because they already know. A lot of times, sometimes these kids turn out the way that they are because of where they come from. Seed of Poverty D just everywhere. And Poverty P, she's an IOD. She's signing up. I'll do it. I'll be a incubator of destruction. Oh, he's so bad, child. I wish that somebody would come. He's so bad. You think that crap is cute till they got his dumb ass in a jumpsuit. And they got him over there bent over grabbing his ankles. Walking a little bit differently. You think that's cute until he's in that jumpsuit. And for the Dustinas who think that way, guess what? When it happens to the person you give birth to, you got what you wanted. You thought it was cute. You supported them in this activity. So yeah, if you notice, they're not saying, I don't really hear them saying about parents. They know at this point, in most cases, it's a parenting fail. Whether there's one parent in the home or 2. There are some single moms out here, get out of line, you'll get snatched. They're not having it. You think the kids don't know that? That's why they can do what they do, because they already know what kind of parents they have. They already know. Oh no, I got to get in my mom's. I got to get in my mom's. You're my dad. Oh, I can't have that. No, I'm going to have to pass. The ones that's about it, they already know. They got POS parents at home, a POS mama and a POS missing daddy. So at this point, if you want to check it and get under control, you're going to have to look at the people, the man on the screen, the people in uniform. This is the only thing they understand. And a cell block. In that jail, you can do whatever you want to do. Oh, hell no. Aside from the guards and the system, shoot, they got fools up in there running stuff. Yeah. So yeah, at this point, the politicians know parenting, and that's been out the window because we don't want to face it. A lot of times, that's where it starts. There's a lack of, you see these kids committing these crimes, and then you look up the parents' lackadaisical attitude, or then they want to, well, I did the best I could. I tried. You didn't do shit, and you and I both, you know it. The whole world knows it. I remember seeing one video. It was little teaching. He was committing crimes. I applaud his mother. She said, and she had like quite a few kids, single mom. She said, I taught him right from wrong, and he decided to do what he was going to do. And this is what happened. She didn't lie. I didn't bet I could. Well, he was a little angel. He broke into a house as a little hobby, and that's what he liked to do. But he wasn't going to steal nothing, He wasn't going to steal nothing. Mammy's got a rap sheet. Well, it's going to sell little drugs to go to Disneyland. Girl, bye. No, she was honest. She said she taught him right from wrong. He wouldn't listen to her as a parent. There was no father in the home. And this is what happened. She just said, hey, she had to accept it, but she taught him right from wrong. Had to talk to him. He would listen to his mom. I believe he did a B&E, a breaking and entering, and he was shot down by the homeowner. Yeah, he didn't listen to his mom. She didn't lie for him because they confronted her with, his past, his rap sheet. Many parents can't even do that. And she was a single mom with more than one child. They're going to do what they want to do. So at this point, the only thing you can do is let the men and women on the screen handle these dust buckets. Last one more video. Heartbreaking. Check this out. 2022 just got started. Today is the 3rd. This happened on the 1st and the 2nd. 2022. Fair use.
Terrible way to start the year. We are here on the south side. A 12-year-old has been shot overnight. He was brought here to Comer Children's Hospital. He has died from a gunshot wound to the chest. This happened last night inside a house in the 5500 block of South Aberdeen. Police responded at about 11:25 last night. They say the boy was sitting on a bed in a back bedroom with several other people. Police say a known offender discharged a weapon, striking the boy in the chest. A pastor on the scene talked about how upsetting this is.
A known offender.
12-year-old child was shot by somebody while sitting on his bed, where a child should be during this holiday season. It's just a sad thing. Last year we had more than one child average killed a week, and so soon. Another child who was just opening Christmas presents and was ready to go back to school tomorrow is now not going to be there. Hope this is not a precedent, but it's definitely a sad state of affairs, and we got to decide what we're going to do about this type of stuff. So sad.
Now, police describe the gunman as a known offender. However, they say no one is in custody right now. The 12-year-old boy has not yet been identified. Reporting live.
A known offender. A known offender. And you heard what the pastor said. A known offender, you're not supposed to have a gun when you have a felony in most states. A known offender. So it sounds like to me, I'm assuming this person was already inside the house. That is saying bullets came flying in through the window. A known offender.
Terrible way to start the year. We are here on the south side. A 12-year-old has been shot overnight. He was brought here to Comer Children's Hospital. He has died from a gunshot wound to the chest. This happened last night inside a house in the 5500 block of South Aberdeen. Police responded at about 11:25 last night. They say the boy was in a back bedroom with several other people. Police say a known offender discharged a weapon, striking the boy in the chest.
I have already said in prior videos, it's time to do what? Excommunicate them. Yeah, excommunicate them. But I know in the BC, we have it where, oh no, oh, his family, well, that's so-and-so, and he going through some things right now. He going through some things, and we're going to have to try to be there for him. And if he go ahead and bring a whole lot of destruction and get the house shot up, well, you know, we going to deal with that at that time. The mammies. A known offender. So, yeah, he shot in the house. Why? A known offender. Excommunicate them, but I understand the culture. The majority of our people would like to gravitate toward ignorance. We can't have him my side, no place to go. Now a 12-year-old child has a place to go, the medical examiner's office, on a cold slab, the graveyard. That's the BC. We love to perpetuate ignorance. What's the offense? You want to excommunicate now? I guarantee you they might try to get the fool out of jail, and he'll be back in there with 3 hots in a cot, and they'll be taking care of fixing him a plate. We got to forgive. Boy, this culture has some backward traits. A known offender, so he's in the house. I wonder what the crimes are. I would need to assess it. What have you been doing? Oh no, I have kids. Or if I had children, anyone, I don't want you around. Well, I just need one night. No, you need a hotel. I don't care where you got to go. You're going to have to get the hell up out of here. That's why they commit these crimes. They already know. In the BC, if you're a Dusty, a male Dusty, they got your back. Dusty, they got your back. Look at the little one I did the video on. Was it little Didi and little ZZ? Somebody hired a lawyer for her, an attorney. You couldn't get some birth control for her? Some family planning? 3 kids, and now 1 on the way. She facing a felony in that cop shooting. And trust me, sweetie, you're going to serve some time. I thought about that. I wonder how many would have money for a young black woman. And don't be a baby mama. They want to act like that's the worst thing in the world. Please. Unless you were IOD, one of. But seriously, don't be a baby mama. You're a single parent. You want to get something going. I wonder how many they can come up with some money to help her go to school or start a business. But they can sure find some money for the Dustinas. That shows you, black people, the investment process. A lot of our people invest in ignorance. NE, Negro economics. It will get you nowhere. Investing in Dusties. Let's look at that Dustina. They've got an attorney for her. And the jury will have no sympathy. She's a mother of 3 and 1 on the way. They don't care. More than likely, it might be a little IOD. And you can pretend like, oh, those children will have a chance. Good luck with that. If that's the case, let me sell you a house. I'm only asking like $25 million. The address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. Very secure. And you might have somebody who they're thinking has a dementia up in there every now and then. Joe, you know, and someone else who likes to laugh a lot. When they ask her a question, she gets her little laugh button on. But I get it. That's a good tactic, girl. That way you kind of think about the answer ahead of time, do a little laughter so you don't say the wrong thing. I got you, boo. There's hardly any chances in Blackistan. A known offender. I keep saying before, excommunicate them so they'll have nowhere to go. Excommunicate them where they will have nowhere to go. Excommunicate them is going to be the best way. If not, let this man on the screen handle it. This right here, excommunicate them. No, you can't come here. If they had excommunicated the known offender, then guess what? Maybe the child wouldn't get shot. And this here, the street pastors, being that he looks like them, they're not going to listen to him. Oh, no. Dusties and Dustinas. This man right here can try and talk to him. Good luck, sir. that they're not going to listen to him. And when they might call him a simp, but they listen to this right here. They respect that authority. They know he can hashtag that ass. So yeah, if he hadn't been in the home, like I said, we refuse to say dust free, that child would be alive. I mean, the child wouldn't be molested. Got him in the home. Got to protect him. Yeah. Oh, we just got to protect them. Got to protect them. Make sure they're okay. All I can say is Dusties, like you, these Dustinas, the mammies, we don't need you. We don't. We don't need them. We don't need you. We don't need you. Touch your food. Touch your food. Not just you. No mammies too. Not just like you. Not just like you. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. Touch your food. Touch your food. Touch your food. Not just you. No mammies too. Not just like you. You make the dusties like you. Not just like you. Not just like you. Just like you. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. Certified food. Certified food. Dang. Worse than you. Worse than you. Not just like you. Not just like dusties like you. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. Powerful. Powerful. Just such a fool. Not just you. The mammies and not just you. Not just like you. Not just like the mammies too. Not just like you. Not just like Dusties like you. We don't need you. We don't need you. Get the. No, we don't. Not just you, the mammies too, not just you. Nothing's like you, nothing's like you, mammies too. You got the boo, get the boo. Nothing's like you, nothing's like Dusties like you. We don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you. Certified food, something by certified food. Hey, for the news, birthing you. Nothing's like you. Just feel like you. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. 2022. If you care about your family and you, excommunicate these Dusties. If you like to breathe, you might want to seriously consider staying dust free. It's not worth it. It's 2022. They keep showing you what they do. Thanks for watching. Feel free to come like, subscribe, and share them out. And please stay safe. Dang.